Hey everybody, I'm Sifu Z,
Johan.
and we're here at the Colorado Kwoon. This is the Introduction to Wing Chun series. It's not the same view as I had. I think I messed it up a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, that's it. All right, take two. Hey everybody. That's right. Here's to you. We do these things at night, in the evening, and so you'll often catch us resorting to coffee in order to
Long days.
to keep an edge and whatnot. So we've done. I can't believe it. Already we've done 14 episodes of the Intro to Wing Chun series. And if you're just coming into this video, the Intro to Wing Chun series is my offering to the public to hopefully educate them and perhaps even excite them about the Wing Chun system. The last lesson we did, that's what these are. These are kind of lessons. So today's not really so much a lesson, although there's always probably something that we can share with you. Today is sort of like a Wing Chun talk. I think we'll call it that. All right, a Wing Chun talk. So every once in a while, even in our live sessions, we'll get together and just talk and shoot the anyway. So our last lesson was benefits, right? We covered costs, we covered punches, kicks. Of course, we're sort of speaking in metaphors here. And today, I actually wanted to continue, even within the talk, the Wing Chun Talk series, which, I like that Wing Chun Talk series. Hey, you like the cap? This is made by Sonia, one of the.
Oh, Sonia
made this. Yeah, really nice. She was looking into the future because it matches. Yeah, it matches the scooter. So, even within this Wing Chun talk, I wanted to have a little lesson that I was actually saying, should I do a Wing Chun talk or should I do a lesson? This is America. Why not do both? Right? So this one will be an episode of Wing Chun Talk, and within this episode of Wing Chun Talk, Wing Chun versus what do you think? Wing Chun versus
no.
Wing Chun versus Jiu Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu specifically. Yeah. Wing Chun is, I don't think it's an arguable point. I think it's pretty much a fact. Wing Chun is the most popular Kung Fu in the world.
Yeah.
Thanks to Bruce Lee. Right. However, at this particular point in time, we would have to say that currently the most popular martial art in the world is Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
Right. So now I should probably give a tiny little backstory. I started training in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu only a year, maybe even less, after I got turned on to Wing Chun.
I think it's 3,
Yeah, 1994, 93,
Maybe the
94.
first UFC came out there.
Yeah.
Around that area.
So I've been doing Gracie Jiu Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu since around 94, off and on, not steady. Mostly because I'm a full-time Wing Chun guy. But I think that I'm pretty well qualified to talk on Wing Chun versus Jiu Jitsu. Coming at least from an expert Wing Chun person, right? I'm not an expert Jiu Jitsu person. Although I've had an expert Jiu Jitsu person say that I was good. I like that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that any time of the
Take
day. I really enjoy the grappling game. Yeah. So, but I chose to focus on Wing Chun for many reasons, most of which I've probably expressed already in these lessons. But Wing Chun is, first of all, are there similarities to the two arts? And here's where it gets a little tricky. I would say most Wing Chun folk and most Jiu Jitsu folk would say there's no similarity, there's no correlation.
The sensitivity.
No, I mean, you know, some of the broad stroke martial art axioms probably would apply. But I think as far as technique and perspective of martial art, I think many in both camps would say there's not much in common. Me, on the other hand, I came into Wing Chun as a wrestler, somewhat of a wrestler. Did some wrestling in school, high school, and appreciated that. And but I wasn't a big time wrestler or anything. Just sort of exposed to wrestling, high school wrestling.
Yeah.
And when I was introduced to Wing Chun, I certainly did not see any grappling correlations because it wasn't being taught to me by Grandmaster Chris Chan as a grappling art. Sort of more as what I later learned to be a trapping and striking art. Right? So it was taught to me as a trapping and striking art. So if I just went with that, I would have to join the camp and say, yeah, there's not a lot in common. Then when I took on the Gracie challenge and grappled with those guys the first time up on the North Shore of Oahu and Haleiwa, of course, I couldn't use my Wing Chun because I only was oriented to Wing Chun as a trapping, striking. So, so of course I got my butt kicked in a big way.
Yeah.
So right away I started incorporating groundwork and getting on the ground into my Wing Chun training and even in my instruction early on, very early on. However, standing has always been the priority. And in self-defense, it is the priority. Only if you're on the ground is grappling then the priority, and even then, you want to probably get up off the ground as soon as possible. So, for self-defense.
Right.
So it wasn't until I started really focusing on grappling and really taking the grappling serious and going a lot, getting a lot of mat time, that I started seeing the correlation between what I was learning in Wing Chun and what it had to do with grappling, Jiu Jitsu. And eventually it became almost obsessively obvious how much of a correlation there was between Wing Chun and Jiu Jitsu. So it just turns out that the functionality of Wing Chun works really well in Jiu Jitsu if you use it in that fashion and if you practice. So, if you haven't done the mat time, then no amount of standing Wing Chun is probably going to help you if you wind up on the ground. So there's a lot to correlate, and there's nothing, depending. Now, why did I choose Wing Chun? Well, Wing Chun to me seemed to have both. In other words, there was that sort of striking element, which is now evolved in our understanding. In fact, the opponent hits themselves on us. We don't really hit them, so it's hard to really say striking.
Yeah.
But
Structure.
for lack of a better word, we'll say striking. So Wing Chun has that, whereas Jiu Jitsu doesn't typically have that. But I say typically because I have seen some really great approaches to Jiu Jitsu that incorporated some striking.
More self-defense.
Or dirty fighting,
Yeah.
not being such a Jiu-Jitsu, such a gentle art, right? I would certainly say to the practitioner that would be going into it, unless you train with us, then yeah, it's going to be absolutely different. One is going to be predominantly a striking style concept. The other, a get on the ground and grapple style concept. Right? And sometimes the two will never meet. So depending on your instructors. Now, I've been doing this for a while, and some of my Wing Chun students, when the Gracies came to Hawaii, got involved in Jiu Jitsu, and they became black belts really quickly. They advanced very quickly. And so that certainly had to do with their understanding of Wing Chun.
Wing Chun prepares you for anything, not just other martial arts or jiu-jitsu, but
For a lot of different stuff. Yeah. There's even, I forget the guy's name, but there's a guy in Hawaii that was not from our lineage of Wing Chun, but was a Wing Chun instructor that got involved in Jiu-Jitsu and became black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. And so I think by this time that cross has had to happen many times around the world. Right? I'm talking about two of the most popular martial arts in the world. They're just bound to meet. And certainly even within the Gracie family, there was a cross. Carlos Gracie Jr. Trained with Carlos Samuel Kwoon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Did see some footage
Yeah.
of that long time ago.
So, and then Carlos Gracie Jr. had trained a handful of the UFC guys. So there are UFC guys that it was kind of obvious when you saw them how they had some exposure to Wing Chun.
Right.
So what I mean by UFC guys, Jiu-Jitsu / UFC guys that obviously had some exposure to Wing Chun. And even now, we got Tony Ferguson, who is currently a Wing guy, right? Wing Chun has been around for so long, and there's so many homemade Sifus in Wing Chun that it no doubt got a bad name. I'd say the biggest proponent of bad-mouthing Wing Chun has been Joe Rogan. He has since come around and seen how Wing Chun is effective, thanks to Tony Ferguson.
Right.
And so now he doesn't poo-poo Wing Chun how he used to, but he used to bag on it, and rightfully so because of all the,
What he saw,
armchair seafood,
Yeah.
But every martial art has their armchair senseis and armchair seafoods, right? So if they work hard enough, who knows? Maybe they'll become something.
Yeah,
Right.
Have to work.
Yeah. So now, even jujitsu, I've gone to jujitsu seminars, Gracie Jiu Jitsu seminars in Hawaii, where they really go over a lot of the basics of distancing and keeping your distance and standing up and whatnot.
Right. Okay.
So, in a self-defense speaking, doesn't sound right. Yeah, you don't want to be on the ground. Yeah, you want to stay mobile. You want to be able to run and get away from the situation, right? Maybe run and do a donkey kick. So they try to sell jujitsu as a self-defense, and I think to an extent it is a good self-defense, but only in this. And if you wind up on the ground, right? I think Wing Chun has it over in self-defense, has it over jujitsu in that manner. Now, I think they've been able to make great sport of jiu-jitsu, and I've seen a lot of guys try to make sport out of Wing Chun. It doesn't work. Wing Chun is finally started to make good movies thanks to the high-speed film, so you can catch the action. So thanks to Robert Downey Jr. and Nicolas Cage. And some other, and of course Jackie Chan and Jet Li, all those guys, they incorporate Wing Chun. So Wing Chun makes great cinema and makes great self-defense, which is sort of ironic, right? But I think it doesn't make good sport. I think jiu-jitsu makes amazing sport, especially when you do jiu-jitsu right. You're sort of rolling in a cooperative, respectful manner, where and even this is hard to come by, where they're rolling cooperatively, respectfully, and the person that has the greater degree of technique is the one that the other sort of submits to, so to speak.
Right. Very nice to watch.
Yeah, when they do it right. What typically happens is ego gets in the way, and then it's whoever has the technique and the strength. Right. And that's the part I sort of get frustrated with, because jiu-jitsu is so amazing with technique. And when I know, man, when I roll with guys that are really good, man, they're not using strength. They don't need to use strength, right? So it's the guys that suck, or they just got an ego that sucks, right?
Classic.
Yeah, that all of a sudden now it turns into struggling match.
Yeah.
So I had a jiu-jitsu instructor, and his rule was nobody gets hurt, and whatever you do, you gotta look cool. And it sounds like a joke, but it kind of actually works, because you don't look cool when you're struggling. When you're rolling and trading technique, guy puts you in a rear naked, and then instead of struggling, he knows where he is. Now he transitions to another move, right? And that he just ruled that moment.
Sure.
And so he doesn't need to tap, So anyway, so there's that. And then we have the same thing in Chi Sao and Wing Chun. We've got this Chi Sao that people mistakenly use or even purposely use for competing against one another.
Slapping.
Yeah,
Like
and it turns into a
tap,
slap,
right?
a little tap fight, slap fight. Right? So they're missing the point of chi sao, of course, which is, the point of chi sao is
Correlate or
you got
coordination,
it, coordination, right? Now, often people say chi sao is for sensitivity, right? Not really.
no.
Not really.
No.
Not really. I mean, sensitivity is part of it, right?
Right.
But if you're going to say chi sao is about something, it would definitely be about coordination, right? If you want to,
Lower, upper.
yeah. Now, what do we use for sensitivity? Do you remember? So this is a little quiz I'm putting on the spot.
Yeah, what we use for sensitivity.
Yeah, what aspect of Wing Chun develops sensitivity?
Mo Kyung.
Yeah, I see he's passing. I knew he was passing.
Yeah, right behind us.
So, yeah, they're doing it wrong. So, and then there's a lot of talk, too much talk about sensitivity and whatnot, So again, kind of get the armchair Sifus.
Yeah.
Or maybe just mildly experienced Sifus. We have that too. Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, right? So, not down on you. Yeah. Is there anything else? I invited a bunch of folk to this, but they're like, "What?
It's
It's way too early."
Yeah.
Usually, at about 10:30 Denver time, we start our live class where we do our training. And every once in a while, just like now, we do a talk session. Yeah. We've already done one talk session out of 13, 14 sessions, 14 like that. So we make sure we get a lot of work in, a little bit of talking, a lot of training. So today, if we look tired, that's because not only are we standing up to do these, but we rode all day.
Right.
Yeah, we have these electric scooters, these 9-watt Max is what we've gone with. Yeah. So the Segways that you see out there on the rental or the share market. That got addicted, tried it, got addicted, got him addicted. So now we're scooter junkies. And
Super fun.
oh man, it's like just flying around. It's like magic, And we're here in the Denver area. We went all the way from University, DU. That's a crazy name to name.
To Washington Park.
Duh. To name a university area. Duh. So we rode our scooters all the way from the university area, all the way to we
were at REI where Flat River meets Cherry Creek River.
All that confluence there. Yeah.
Northwest Park.
Really
All
beautiful.
over downtown.
Yeah.
Really quiet.
I'm new to Denver, so I'm just seeing these things.
Showed him around a little bit.
Yeah.
The streets are pretty empty, huh? But it's also Memorial Day.
That they should have been fooled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been kind of weird, strange, scary riding around. Like I feel it's like it's bittersweet. We got these amazing scooters. We're able to just ride all over Denver. But Denver's a ghost town.
It's a little off.
Yeah, it's like, and that REI Confluence area, I swear, if anybody knows, let me know. I swear they filmed Planet of the Apes there.
Wow, that's more than I know.
I was going to say it's so vacant that it looked like a scene out of the movie where it's empty. The town square is empty. But the town square wasn't empty. Yeah, it was actually there are people in that area. It's just in like the downtown area, the shops and all the food places. You can tell food places are really struggling to pump food out the front doors. And, there are some lines here and there for the food. Yeah. Well, hey, I hope if you're watching this, I hope you're taking care of yourself out there, taking care of those around you, taking care of folks in your community. Geez, yeah. What do you say about this sort of situation? Hard to say anything.
Right.
That hasn't been covered in the media. And I don't even pay attention to the media, so I don't know exactly what is going on at this particular point. But as of this 2020 Wing Chun Talk, we are still going through a pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
Are we still in lockdown?
No.
We're not. But people
so
are.
That's all the difference. Not
Because
more people are out now.
I'd say 3/4 of the people I see have masks on.
Yeah.
3/4.
Yeah.
And then
So
all the
everyone's
stores I see have signs saying, don't come in.
No, it's
without
mandatory.
masks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all the stores.
Yeah.
And then maybe
So we keep
somebody here on the comments and stuff could explain to me why everyone's wearing. I understand the mask, gloves, which I'm not seeing anybody wearing gloves. Hardly anybody's wearing gloves. Everybody's wearing masks. They're wearing like bandana style masks or cotton masks, which I can't see how they're effective. Yeah. And then did they wash them? So now they got their own germs and their own viral load that they're kind of breathing in. I'm not a doctor here. I'm asking questions, but I am inquisitive. It just seems kind of.
You wonder.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird. I understand in tight places, if you go into a place, maybe have a mask, a real mask on, not a top mask.
I think people are just going to leave them on no matter what happens.
Yeah, maybe this is it. When I visit China, well before any, they use them all the time.
Pollution.
Yeah, in Hawaii, mostly Asians.
That's true.
You see the Asians, Japanese, they've been using them for a long time to contain the viruses and whatnot. So, but they're using the real ones, not the sort of happy face custom ones that they're selling on the street corner. So,
I don't know what you think.
yeah,
It's gonna have to see what happens.
Then I think that I got it early on because I got sick with what was the worst flu, or it seemed like the flu. It didn't seem like the flu, so. And I did try. I was in New Mexico at the time. I did try to get tested, and nobody was doing the testing. And then even my own doctor was saying, "Well, if you don't have any respiratory issues, then no sense in getting tested." So, but I swear that was nasty.
Yeah, it's similar.
You did too, that's right.
December, all the symptoms.
Late December.
Hard breathing, late December. And I was thinking you got it in November already. So
I think I got it
Really
early
sick.
February.
2 weeks. Okay,
I think I got it in February. So, and I know some other people that got sick as well.
Same here.
So,
Coworkers.
so who knows? Maybe it hit a lot of people already, and they have the antibodies, for it. So, and with all the disinformation, we also have that. Like maybe it's no more serious than an actual flu. I don't know, but this is not the station for that. This Wing Chun Talk. Yeah, Wing Chun Talk. And if we're going to talk skepticism, then we'll sort of direct it to Wing Chun martial art techniques. Wing Chun. Yeah, we're going straight too far when we do these things. Stray too far away from the topic of Wing Chun Kung Fu, because there's plenty of channels that cover that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. So you, I think we got a little bit more time here. I wanted to let them know. You and I, we started training back in 2004. Yeah, 2004 in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And you were going to college?
Yeah, I went to Hawaii Pacific University out there, Honolulu.
Yeah. And
I heard of this Wing Chun guy in the park, Kapilani Park.
That's right, we
Trained
trained
to see it, and I was hooked. First class.
Yeah, me too.
My
My first
in a
class.
couple of weeks, I started feeling great. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Really drastic change. Just overnight.
Yeah, the payoff.
Well-being and
Payoff is quick. It's good. You know, it's you don't have to wait as long. That's definitely a difference between jiu-jitsu and Wing Chun. Here's the great. I'm glad we got this far, because I would have hated to miss this in the video.
Right.
Wing Chun and versus jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Gracie Jiu Jitsu specifically. Blue belt in jiu-jitsu is the functional belt. Blue belt is it's the hardest belt to get, and it's the belt that allows you to function your jiu-jitsu as a self-defense, right? For the most part. So if you're doing it Gracie style correctly, your blue belt is what gives you your self-defense credentials in jiu-jitsu. Okay? And it's the hardest belt to get. Now, in Wing Chun, if we had belts, the blue belt would be the easiest belt to get. In other words, you would be able to attain basic self-defense skills a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently than you would in jiu-jitsu. Now, getting really good at Wing Chun to the point where you have full command of the martial art. Okay, that takes a long time, right? In jiu-jitsu, once you get your blue belt, it's you're on a trajectory at that point. Now you're just getting good at beating other jiu-jitsu guys, right? And through the cheese out process, and there's a lot that's transferred very quickly to the practitioner that can be used. It just takes a while to get a full understanding and command of grappling, and we talk about that. I think we've talked about that in one of our lessons already. How when you're laying down, there's all the gravity is pressing down on more parts of your body, whereas when you're standing up, it's only on one axis. So standing up and getting around is a lot more easier than it is laying down. Just try it, right? Try walking 5 blocks and then try crawling 5 blocks. Hugely different, right? So therefore, Wing Chun, which predominantly in the beginning starts off as a standing martial art, is a lot easier to apply. Right? It's just physics. It's not really opinion here, but it's just physics. It's hard. It's just
easier to move like that.
Yeah. And and when I say Wing Chun, you can apply your Wing Chun to grappling only, again, if you utilize your Wing Chun on the ground. And the thing is it doesn't feel the same You know, when you're in Kimi Ma or standing, stance, when you lay down in that stance, even though you look the same, you don't feel the same.
No.
Right? The pressure is completely different.
Different pressure.
So the good news is Wing Chun gives you all the tool sets. The bad news is those tool sets feel completely different when you're laying down and upside down. Completely different.
Practice.
And you'll feel completely, at first you'll feel completely disoriented. You won't know how to relate your foots out, your toms out, your bombs out, that kind of stuff. So then, let me see, you train, and then I left to start seeding schools on the mainland here.
California.
Yeah, in California, and then you wound up coming out here.
Yeah, and I left in late 05, came out here to Colorado.
Yeah.
And trained with you online then.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe 2010, 11.
Something like that, I don't recall, but I've been teaching classes online since the late 80s. All right. Hey. Yeah, this is just a little Wing Chun talk right now. We're a little early, so yeah.
Talking about the Hawaii days in 04.
Yeah.
Trained with Sifu Auto, showing moving donkey style. We were working on.
Yeah, it's funny. We were just talking about when we just started training, when he just started training in Hawaii, and then boom, Hawaii just pops up on the internet.
Oh, what's the chances?
Talk about Wing Chun synchronicity. So, I don't know. He's going in and out of there. So, I wanted to do about 1 hour of this. Oh, there you go. You're back.
There it
You're back. Yeah, we're talking this sort of a Wing Chun talk session. And
nice.
we're offering this out to the public so they can kind of get an idea of what we do here. And I'm combining a little lesson. And the lesson today, it almost doesn't seem like a lesson still. But the lesson today is Wing Chun versus Jiu Jitsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
well, let me get my coffee.
yeah.
It's ready.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
what time is it out there? 7 or 6?
Sundial. Got the sundial. There we go. No. It's about Wing Chun time. It's Wing Chun training time. I'd be like 5 something.
5.
What time is it in there? 5:30, almost 6.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's about half for it. So yeah, you missed it. I'm not going to recap it for that would be kind of excruciating, but you've been training with me for a while, and you could probably at least attest to how we have been incorporating grappling for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I first started in 2002, it wasn't the featured thing, but it was happening.
Yeah.
It was.
We paid attention.
Yeah, it was paid attention.
Yeah.
For sure, especially being a guard, being in somebody's guard. That's That was one thing.
understanding that guard concept, and that's really what the Gracie Jiu Jitsu system is,
Yeah.
especially when you're talking about the self-defense aspect. You're really talking about a game that became really refined through the guard, right? Being able to break them down in the guard, being able to set them up, being able to sweep them, and then inevitably submit them in the guard position. That was huge. And again, this is not opinion. You just look at the first UFCs. All of that stuff was fully working. Working with guard.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't until the sport of it all they figured out how to do a thing called ground and pound.
Yeah.
The guard became sort of a less advantageous position over time. Yeah, this is true, man. In the dynamics of somebody just punching you, the guard can get very tricky, you know. But it's ingenious because it is, as long as you focus on breaking them down, right? Break them down, even if you're mounted, break them down so they're not able to post on you and start punching. That's huge. Even if you just do that concept and did that concept, it's huge. Right? And then, of course, being able to sweep somebody and get on top of them, that's huge too. And then if you're on top of them but they still don't let you go, then knowing those submissions is huge, right? For some. And they all work really well together, right? When you're frustrating somebody by breaking them down, they then get easier to sweep. Then when you sweep them and you're on top of them, if they don't push you off of them, then they're probably exposing their limb, which is what they're holding you with, which allows you to set up a position. Now, Wing Chun, on the other hand, I would say in general, bar our Chin Na, bar maybe our 12 combo from Chris Chan, but bar that stuff and basic Wing Chun across the board is quick contact, very quick contact. You touch and then it's over. So that's ideal Wing Chun. We don't know if that's, we're not guaranteed an ideal, but that's what we trained in that idea, right? Just like Jiu-Jitsu isn't, you're not guaranteed you're going to get somebody back and throw it out. So, same thing with Wing Chun. We're not guaranteed that we'll be able to quickly just touch them and stop them. But that certainly is what we train for because that's ideal. Why not train for the ideal? And same thing with my approach to Jiu-Jitsu. It's almost the same as Wing Chun, because if you can, go to the back, right? In martial arts, if you can, go to the back. You're a lot safer from a person's attack when you've gone to their back, from the side, and back diagonal seems to be best. The back diagonal, it's easy to get.
Yeah.
The last I was working in Jiu-Jitsu, the guy I was working with, who was world class, he was doing the back diagonal because people tend to get the back diagonal pretty easily. I found I certainly did. I gave the back diagonal very easily because you just figure you'll be able to recover from it. It's just a quarter turn, right? But no, man.
No.
Lock in. Once you lock into that position, then it's very hard. And it's essentially because you're controlling the hips, right? And once you get the diagonal and you start controlling their hips, then it's very hard for them to recover from that. So, so I would say, again, keeping on topic here, Wing Chun versus Jiu Jitsu, the goal is certainly different. The goal of Wing Chun is to have the least amount of contact. And whatever contact you have, that you really make it efficient. You take full advantage of it. And more importantly, you pay for that contact. Right? They got to pay the toll.
You got to pay a toll for that contact, right?
Yeah. But you can't chase after them. Right? You got to make sure you catch them at the booth. Right? Yeah. So Wing Chun very much is our goal is to have short contact and to finish by way of what some would call a strike, what we'll call finish by way of them running into our fists and elbows and our knees. Just their soft parts running into our hard parts.
Yeah.
Again, this is assuming it's self-defense, that they're attacking you. If they're not attacking you, then none of this will work, or it won't work as well, right? Because then you do have to chase after them, right? So that's not what we're doing in our approach. Okay?
Yep.
And jiu-jitsu, the other way around, you want full contact. You want to get contact and you want to maintain contact and, and essentially wear them down because of that contact. So you're wearing them down from the contact. Right? Now, when it comes to sustained contact, we're kind of doing the same thing, but still not anywhere as long. Our sustained contact is like 10 seconds. Jiu-jitsu's contact is like 3 minutes, At
least, yeah.
Yeah, they're really, really trying to just tucker you out. Right. So, and we're just trying to make you unconscious. They're trying to make you unconscious too. They get your back. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Now, a lot of times people will call like the combination of Wing Chun and Jiu Jitsu a hybrid or cross training. Now, what I would say to that is that depends on the practitioner. Because if you see your Wing Chun in Jiu Jitsu and vice versa, well then I wouldn't say that you're cross training, right? I wouldn't say that you're creating any hybrid. I'd say you're using Wing Chun properly as that dichotomous key that I talked about. To dissect other martial arts and understand them. So, in fact, I really feel Wing Chun is such a valuable tool. And so if you love martial arts, you should love Wing Chun because Wing Chun allows you to explore these other martial arts and understand what's going on. Especially some of these funky Chinese and Japanese techniques. You better know your Wing Chun if you're going to try to dissect those, because they get pretty cryptic in their movements and stuff. But they're pretty profound once you understand what they're doing. So, let's see. And the big difference, I don't want to like a cheap shot. The big difference, it's COVID friendly, man. Wing Chun is a COVID friendly martial art. Keep training.
You can keep training. Yeah.
You can do solo drills in jiu-jitsu, but you're pretty much not loving life right now. You're jiu-jitsu. Solo drills that guys don't joke about that. Yeah. So it's not to say if you're a good jiu-jitsu guy, then Yeah, you're doing solo drills, man. Awesome. Yeah. Our equivalent would be Vietnam, and I know recently we haven't even been messing with the tsunami. So, we're using this COVID opportunity to sort of almost distance ourselves, sort of almost a homage to COVID. Just distance and keep standing, keep distance, right?
Yeah.
So Wing Chun, I'd say if this was a game show, and the number one reason, number one reason is you can keep training even during these times of isolation and distance. And we don't know how long that's going to last. There's only Chi style, the only thing we can do. And to some, Chi style is everything. To me, Chi style is the last on the list. Like if you had to throw something out of Wing Chun, for me it would be the Chi style.
The fun part.
It's the fun part. I would throw the fun part out. Right? Because the rest of the fun part out. The Chi style very often, even at that, Chi style often becomes unfunctional and difficult. Right? So now I love Chi style, and you guys know I enjoy Chi style. But it's not the most important thing. It's the least important thing of the Wing Chun system. Right? Now, in Jiu Jitsu, it's the grappling and rolling around with the most important. And then doing solo drills are, relatively loose. So it kind of clicks there. So there you have it. I think our hour in of Wing Chun Talk that we're sharing with you. I hope you found this. Okay. I hope you found this somewhat entertaining. You're welcome to join us. I'm going to be doing some more lessons for you guys, so keep a lookout for that. And if you'd like to join us regularly, there we go. You can do so over at cpz.com or go straight over to patreon.com/cpz, where you can sign up and then get invited to live sessions, which we're about to do in less than a half hour. Right? So we're going to do that. If you would like to contribute a one-time contribution to this show, to this series, you can do so by going to paypal.me/SifuZ. That link and the previous lessons will all be down in the description below. So you can just follow the link there. And what else? Yeah, the previous lessons, they're all in the description.
Yeah, check them out.
It's enough of a lesson for you.
Right.
This is like number 14, number 15. Something of that. Yeah. And we're going to be doing more talking, Wing Chun talk, because I think a lot of people need to get oriented. They don't know what Wing Chun is, right, or they have maybe a loose concept of what Wing Chun is. Right. So I think by sitting down and talking Wing Chun, I think it can help some people to get an idea of what Wing Chun is and isn't. The Wing Chun community, there's some confusion as to what Wing Chun is. There is not. Right. And I also, if you're a Wing Chunner and you're coming into the fold here, check out the video, and you'd like to sort of dispute some of the concepts that we talked about. As long as you can do so respectfully, then we certainly welcome those comments, and we'll try to respond to you in comment. Yeah. And if you're new and you have any questions, of course, don't be shy. Get involved in those comments down there. Definitely subscribe. Thank you to the subscribers. I think we've got 21 or so subscribers now. So that means we need less than 80.
Right.
Less than 80, and we'll be official on YouTube. We'll have our own URL and whatnot. So thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, do us a favor, but do yourself a favor and subscribe and hit that notification button so you'll know when we put up new videos. Anything else in closing? Anybody?
No, I think that's pretty much it. They just gotta click. They just got go and click something over there.
Wing Chun Kung Fu training has never been easier.
It's never been.
To click away and I know
you know
all levels too, right? We got if you have no money, we've got tons of free lessons for you to learn from.
I was thinking about this too. I was thinking about it because the saying goes with great power comes great responsibility. So maybe people are ready for the power, but not the responsibility or taking accountability for their own life.
Well, yes, I'd like to counter that axiom with this, which is what was your axiom again?
With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah,
great responsibility, right? And so the axiom
accountability. Yeah.
Add to that is every time I say this, I kind of lose it. With great power comes great responsibility. Right. That's it. It's easier to be told what to do than to think what to do yourself. So we live in a convenience world, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to reach out beyond Wing Chun in Integrity Radio. There's also a link I put on Facebook called War on
sense making.
Yeah, sense making. War on sense. I'm not sold on these guys and everything that they're saying, but they're saying a lot. They're saying a lot of stuff that parallel a lot of what I say through Wing Chun. So we're checking out. But just don't just absorb it all as fact, and that's how things are. Because always be skeptical. And these guys, they're writing books, so they're selling books, and they're selling concepts and ideas and stuff. So in Wing Chun, we know to ignore all philosophy. Philosophy is easy. We want to understand psychology. What is the human psychology? How is our psychology evolving? That's what
behavior
is, right? So, and I think sometimes, from what I've been able to determine so far, these guys stray into the land of philosophy easily. So that's where, and then my skepticism kicks right in. So they don't get a free ticket just because I shared their video on Facebook. They don't get a free ticket. But I was excited that they are saying a lot of the same language, which means that people are getting it. They obviously don't have the methodology yet. They know that they need to change, and they know that the old ways of changing just aren't working, right? And working in order to make it feel fulfilled and put it ahead by changing the humanity. So, but they know they got to do it, and they know that the old methods aren't working, and they'll really elaborate on why the old methods aren't working.
Mm-hmm.
We're elaborating on here is what does work, and what is working, and what we can expect to work.
The difference.
Yeah, and then dealing with the difference,
Right.
right? Because we're between a world where they insist that the old paradigm is still working. One, it's just being propped up.
Yeah.
And they insist that the new paradigm is just a pipe dream, right? One, it's happening. It's happening. At point blank happening. Like it or not, COVID is real. What's happening with COVID is real. I'm not going to speak on COVID as if is it real or not. But what's happening is certainly real. And, and it's total Wing Chun. You know, I mean, the way this shouldn't surprise anybody, Wing Chun, right? So this should be like I said, soon the whole world will be doing Wing Chun, and we'll just be plain old Joes. You know? But, like we're not. Like I was talking, appreciate all things, right? So I was telling Johan how, a lot of people just don't get Wing Chun, right? And so I got to appreciate that. So how I appreciate it is by feeling special. Like right now, I feel special.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
and, eventually everyone will know it, and they'll do it, and it won't be a special thing anymore.
You know what I mean?
It's like, duh. Right? They're like, yeah, but I was that shut up.
Yeah.
I was shut up. Yeah.
Just sit down and shut up. Oh man.
But until
that'd be us.
I'll feel real special. Right?
That's good.
Special.
Yeah, we can all feel special. We know, we have this thing that allows us to experience real time. And to help us drive towards our humanity, become more human, and especially for the humans after, to influence and be a model for the humans after us that will build upon and be much better than us, right? So
that sounds like a good plan, man. Dang.
So again, right now, hey, suck it up, enjoy right now. You guys feel special pretty soon. Yeah. Sitting on the house with the remote. Remember.
Oh man.
Well, I'm pretending I'm have a remote. Well, what's a remote? The thing to have before the implant.
Man.
We went in our lifetime. We went to having to change the channel, or in my lifetime at least. We went to having to get up off the couch to change the channel, to then a clicking, and it's called the clicky because it used to make a real loud clicking sound.
It was the puppet. It was the puppets first, right? The Puppet Masters, dude. That was the first TV, right? Yeah. Right, dude. And then you have to go in.
We'll get it. He's good at that. He'll say something, and then like a month later, you'll go, "Oh man, that was good."
Oh shit!
You're about 27 days ahead of your time.
Oh man. Yeah, just rewatch this.
That's great.
Just rewatch.
Get back to the 27 days. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. And again, make sure you subscribe and check out sifuz.com. You'll be glad you did. We'll make all your dreams come true, of course. All right. Hey, stickers are coming soon. Little 2 3/4 inch square stickers.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I think Jesse's here. Hey, Jesse.
Oh, Jesse.
We're just wrapping up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we're
sorry I missed your invite.
about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna take another rest. I've been hanging drywall with the guys at my house.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky guy.
Well, thanks for popping in and giving us a heads up, man.
Yeah. You guys have a
Okay.
good night. I'll probably be back with you tomorrow night. That's my plan.
All right. Look forward.
Okay.
Aloha. Thanks for the invite.
All right.
All right, guys. Well,
Okay. Ping.
you don't know
Yeah.
what that means. Join us.
Yes.
We'll tell you. We'll
Yeah.
let you know.
See you in a little bit.
See you, man.
Yep. I'll be right back. Shucks, I better freaking put some